Good morning all. Now, the best thing about it being so bright and early these days is that you can get out earlier for your dog walks and you don't have to wear big thick jackets and jumpers and everything. With the boy dog, one of the first things I want to talk about with you all is the holiday blues. Now the holiday blues, right? It's supposed to happen when you go back to your normal routine the moment you fly back from a great holiday. I've just been in Berlin. If you haven't seen the vlogs I made, click the link above. We take in the Berlin Wall, the Reichstag building, the Victory Tower, and the Brandenburg Gate. Now I haven't been back a long time. So far, no sign of the holiday blues for me. I'm gonna try and keep it positive. I've been seeing a few videos lately about how like attracts like, and if I come back with a negative mood, I'm only gonna attract negativity. What my aim is today is to go around being positive, and hopefully what that will mean is that I will attract that back to me. So yeah, that's the plan. No holiday blues, just getting the day started with a nice walk with the dog. All right, let's go. So it ain't easy getting up early in the morning all the time to walk the dog. 6:30, and that means I can be out the house as close to 7 a.m. with him. But last night I didn't have such a good sleep. Tried to sleep with the window open, but the noise from the traffic going past the window kept me awake, so you have to shut the window. And then that of course leads to you getting hot. Nonetheless, set the alarm for 6:15 today and was out of the bed at 6:30, so that's pretty good. Peaceful morning walk. So we try and take in usually about 1.5 miles to a couple of miles worth of walking, and then that puts us on target for hitting about 10,000 steps at the end of the day. Just going to take him now to one of his favorite spots in the playground, and we're going to have some fun. Well, at least it ain't wet, huh? Right, so here it is, his most favorite part of the park. We're gonna see a side to Lando that we don't usually see. The side that says, no one's allowed to have fun but me. I don't know how it came across in the video, but I've just got to take him away from there because he gets too excited about that toy. We're just going to get out of here and we're going to hit a country path and let Lando do the rest of his morning business before I get off to work. Don't know if you can see behind there, but I've just bumped into a fellow dog walker that I see probably almost every other morning. She's a really nice lady and one of the first people I met when I started walking Lando here. She's just told me that she was approached by a new dog walking warden on Bank Holiday Monday, and after the encounter she said she felt really threatened and scared because he basically came up to her and pointed the finger, threatening that if she never had poo bags on her, she would receive a £1,000 fine, and that if she was caught letting her dog litter without any poo bags to pick it up, she would receive a £1,000 fine. Now the way she said he approached her was just not on, it's out of order. I've always said wardens of any kind, traffic wardens, dog walking wardens, PCOs, the first thing they should be doing with the public is letting them know that they are there to help them, to assist them. They should be advisory. You know, first point of contact should be a friendly encounter. The dog warden should have said, I'm here to help pick up the litter around here just to keep the area tidy for you guys. You know, We noticed that there's been a big problem in the area lately, and if you wouldn't mind helping us to combat it, pick up your dog litter in the morning, that would be a great help. He could have said something like that, but apparently he walked up to her, pointed the finger, and basically threatened her to say that he'll be watching. She even said that he said he would follow her. He's got a camera on his body apparently. I haven't met him, although I did just bump into a guy who was hanging around at the end of the pathway behind me. He was nice to me, he turned around, he looked at me, he looked at Lando, so I leaded Lando off down the pathway. I said good morning, and he said good morning back. That was it, but I suspect it might have been him. Your day should not be starting with someone making you feel scared and threatened on your morning walk. On that note, it's back home, feed the boy dog, and then head into work. In the car now, and it is off to work. So, yes, I am applying for a new job, which is great news. I think you should always be trying to move on to that next step, move on to that next stage in your career. An opportunity came up and I was asked if I would like the role, to which I immediately replied yes. But now it's just a case of going through the formalities of interviewing for the role and making sure that I get it. My first job interview ever when I was 14, I stood outside of a greengrocer's local to where I lived. I was there at I think 6 a.m. in the morning on a Saturday. I waited for the first person to come to the shop and I said to him, "Do you have any jobs?" "Yes." "When can you start?" And I said immediately. So that Saturday I got my first ever job in a greengrocer's. I was in the back storeroom packing bags, putting carrots in one, onions in another, every type of vegetable. I was wholesale packing them to put into carts that went to the front of the shop so that people could pop by and pick up a bag of vegetables. Cash in hand by the boss, who called us into the back and literally counted out the money in front of you according to your time card. That was back in the days where you had to put a punch hole into your time card in the machine. I've then gone through the mill of working in supermarkets, fast food restaurants. That's right, I've worked at McDonald's. And then onto bigger and better things. So having been in a similar role for the last 3 years and knowing a lot about the role that I want to transition into, hopefully I can just go in and sell my enthusiasm for it. The skills are there, I know I can do it. And hopefully they say yes. So that's it basically. I'm going in this morning, I'm going to try and prepare so that I make sure when I've walked out of that interview, I don't have to wait too long for them to tell me that I've got the job. Hey, have a good weekend? Yeah, I did, yeah, thank you. Remember, hit those links on the screen right now if you want to catch up on any of the other videos that I've been making lately, and subscribe to the channel, hitting the notification bell if you want to get more updates in your inbox. Okay, I will see you again tomorrow.